Hey guys, this video, we're not going to be mucking around, just going to get straight into it, straight into working on the ute, trying to smash out these things that need doing. So I'm going to start pulling the control arm off, and I might give it a bit of a sand back and maybe a bit of a paint, and then go get some bushes and put them in and start working my way through the defect list. Control arm out and the Z-beam out, so I'm just going to go down and have a look at my wrecked wagon and see if I've got any washers for it. So I've worked something out. These two washers are right for this one, and it's just this one here needs to go onto the other side, and I'll show you. Under here we need a big one in there, which matches big one in there. So that's the only one we really need. This washer will go onto there. I'll get 2 new bushes of these, paint everything up, and then should be all good. So I took these to work today. I knocked the bush out. I gave them a coat of black edge primer. I'm not sure if I want to chuck another coat of satin black over it, because I've had a little bit of problem. I had my wheels painted in this edge primer, and they started to fade a little bit, which I don't want to happen. So I might look up, see if there's any type of paint that's more worthy for this type of stuff. Maybe I've seen something about acrylic paint or something like that. But now I've got the grinder with the wire wheel on it, and I'm gonna start grinding away here so I can end up painting that probably tomorrow night. So I've started to grind it right back to metal. Started on this side. Just grind it back, and I'll edge prime it in a nice black, and then probably do a satin finish over it again. It's a little bit hard to get all the shit off, but it's getting there slowly. So I'll work my way around from this whole arch, and probably on the side of the chassis there too, all down here, and have that nice and black. So I've just got the car out now. I've just painted that knuckle with the edge primer. The wheel arch is pretty much ready to go. I've just got to tape things up. I'm just grinding back the caliper, the wire wheel. That way I'll paint it with edge primer too. A little bit of taping up to do, and then cover up all the guard here. It's filthy, it's got bloody shavings all over it, so cover everything up and be good to go. giving it a bit of a touch up. It's all black now. Even a bit under there. Callipers all black. Tie rod ends all black. All up in there. It's a little bit down in there, which I'd like to get. I might lower the hoist down a little bit and see what I can do. Bit up there I need to do, I've missed. Other than that, it's come up pretty good. Just whacked another coat on the control arm and the backing plate. So final coat's up and on there. I'm just going to leave that now. Also taped up the rotor and painted the front of the rotor and down the side. Control arm should be dry by tomorrow. And I've got the Z-beam control arm there. Just put new bushes in there. Oh, where's the pack of bushes? So just put new bushes in there, didn't have to press them in. These ones here, white line, and they're just a 2-piece bush in, so it's pretty good. Everything's dry now, so I'm going to start untaping her. Hey guys, so I've got the other side all pulled apart, got the inner guard out, got the control arm here with the buggered bush, so I'll have to take that to work tomorrow and press that out. I got the stub axle in the vise over here. Just gonna give it a bit of a touch up with the wire wheel. Might have to take that to work too. Drill the pot rivets out and re-pot rivet it. It also needs bending back there. That was one of the defects. Bent right down and rubbing on the rotor, so. Anyway, I've had enough tonight. I'll get back to it tomorrow and do a little bit of grinding in the wheel well and some painting. So I just blew out all in these holes and there was that much shit in there. All this dust and leaves and washers and all sorts of stuff, and I got stuff all up my nose, so I blew it all out. I gave it a little bit of a grind here, but I'll finish off. I'm going to sweep this up before I make more of a mess, and then I'm going to start grinding everything else, get it all ready, grind the caliper up a bit. So that's everything that come out of the inner guard. There's a lot of shit in there. This side's all taped up. I think I'm pretty well ready to start painting, so I'm just going to move back the wagon out and start getting into it. So I got this all on now. Just coat of paint and the caliper. Leave that to dry overnight. Just have to open up the back shed here and the door, let it air out before I bring the cars in, so the paint doesn't settle on the cars. I went and got a tail shaft loop off my wrecked wagon. Also, this tie rod end doesn't have a hole in it for a split pin, so I got, where is it? Somewhere over here. Got another tie rod end off the other wagon, which I'll clean up and paint. And I got the rubber for the top of the spring there as well, which I'll put on. Here are the two differences in the tie rods. That one there's got no hole in it at all, and that one does. So I'm going to clean that one up and give a little bit of a paint and chuck that one on. I just counted 17 turns off. That way I get it back into the right position. So I've now got the rubber in on the top there. I just screwed that back on. Just got to put it back up in there. Tail shaft loop is on. Not sure if it's the right one because it's a bit weird there. It is off an auto and an Ecotech, but yeah, I'm not too sure. Still VS. So backing plates are all good. All bolts are tight. Everything's painted on this side. Same as this side, everything's painted. Just got to put that on. Just touch that on with wet paint. It's real good. What means here? So I've got the drum set up with a block of wood going across so I can hold the engine up. That's the engine mount there. It's pretty, it's all cracked and stuff because it's been painted, so I'll pull it out. It probably does look like it needs replacing though, but I will pull it out now and we'll see what it looks like. So I've got the engine mount out and it was broken. So I've now, my dad had one sitting on one of his holding blocks at home, which is still in good nick. So I've just chucked that in. I'm just gonna start her up and make sure it doesn't rock the engine or anything. So I'm going to leave the video there. I've now got the exhaust off the wagon back onto the ute so it can get past. It's booked in to go back over the pits on Monday, which it should 100% pass this time. I've got some really big news coming up for the ute. As soon as it gets past, I pay the rego and save up a couple weeks after that. Got some really big news coming in for the ute, which will be really fun and something I've been wanting to do for a while. So I'm going to leave the video there. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video.